Happy Friday, Ranger Nation. You made another week, so welcome to the Ranger Week in Review, the show that goes over everything that happened in your world of Power Rangers and Tokusatsu, spandex, rubber suits, metal suits, I don't care. We actually don't have metal heroes this week, but that's okay, maybe next week. But thank you so much for joining me, because this week we have to talk about Dino Fury, all of the stuff that we learned from that Chance Perez article, as well as briefly talking about Fan First Friday, because it did technically happen after the show last week. We won't beat a dead horse too much with that one. Gaming news and comic news as well in Ranger stuff. And then, of course, we got to move over to the Toku side of things with a lot of toys and stuff on the way for Saber. Fun images from Sentai, a few meetups and reunions that happen, Ultraman news, and more. I'm ready to get into it, guys. As of when I'm recording this, I still don't know who my president's going to be in February. But what I know right now is we're going to talk some Ranger stuff, and Rider stuff, and Sentai stuff, and the world is going to continue turning, because the Ranger Week in Review is starting right now. I let that drag on a little too long, I'm sorry, but I opened the beer so I can, reseal it. Hi, I'm Ranger Liz, and this is the show. So, we're going to talk about Power Rangers, Beast Morphers, Dino Fury. Actually, we don't have Beast Morphers this week. I lied. If you're new here, check down below to tell you where we're going to go, or the thumbnails, headers, whatever, up top. I think they're headers when they're up top, right? Right. Let's just go into our first thing, and that's going to be Dino Fury. Biggest stuff. Okay, Fan First Friday happened. I put out a video of it. If you want to see way more information about Green and Black Ranger reveals, all of the toys and everything, please go watch that video. I will have a card up there, fill you in on everything that happened Fan First Friday. But with Dino Fury, we did get our Black and Green Ranger. Chance Perez was confirmed as our Black Dino Fury Ranger. His name is going to be Javier Garcia. Green Ranger, however, was Tessa Rao, who is going to be playing Izzy Garcia, the Green Dino Fury Ranger. She's thinking, okay, maybe going to be a brother-sister team up on that one, because they are brothers in the Sentai footage. One thing I have to point out, this is not the person that we originally thought was going to be the Green Ranger. What happened to Alexandra Nunez? Well, according to her, and she replied to someone on Instagram, she was recast. So she was actually cast to be the Green Ranger, and at some point between then and now, she has been recast. So Tessa Rao is going to be our Green Ranger. Izzy and Chance Perez, Javier, our Black Ranger. So now that we have all of our Rangers, let's talk a little bit about this show. What did we know before? 44 episodes, and we're like, is this going to be for one season? What's the deal with the contract? Well, we don't really have any more new information about the contract, but what we do know is that it is going to be 2 seasons, at least according to this quote. Thank you to Power Scoop Blog. Always gotta go give Mary follow. Does such great work, but it's saying that they're working on, quote, the first season of Power Rangers Dino Fury. So if they're saying they're working on the first season, that usually means there's a second season. At least plan. I mean, I don't know, but we have, again, 44 episodes. That would just mean right back in line with everything else. 44 episodes would be 22 episode seasons, 20 normal episodes, 2 holiday specials. Although Beast Morphers' second one, they did get away with not having a Christmas episode or a Halloween episode, remember, due to the big old team up. So who knows, maybe we'll get 22 episodes, maybe we'll get 20 and 2 specials, but who's going to be directing them for at least 3 of them? We're going to have Michael Hurst, thanks again to the Power Scoop Blog, for finding this one. He's going to be doing episodes 6 to 9 of this one. Apparently he did voices in Ninja Storm. He did Silverback and Power Rangers SPD. So there he is. He's going to be coming back and doing more Power Rangers. So this is 2 different directors that we're seeing taking over for Dino Fury as well. No, I don't want to say like no news of Simon Bennett, but he's like the executive producer now, so he's kind of overseeing all of it. Who knows exactly how many episodes he may have a hand in directing, but he is still there as well. So, possibly 2 seasons now. Okay, we got another director. We got our 2 other Rangers. What else should we talk about? Let's talk about the music a little bit, and that Black Ranger specifically, Chance Perez, because he had an interview with Entertainment Tonight Canada, which is funny because in it it's like, I'm honored, and it's honored like the Canadian spelling, and the UK with the OU, and I'm like, that's not how he said it, but it's how they write it, so that's fine. So here's some fun things. It is saying that, at least according to the article, Power Rangers Dino Fury is premiering in February of 2021. Now, February, not stranger. Like, that makes complete sense. But with COVID, things were a little bit delayed, and the actors were delayed getting down there. But let's hope New Zealand, remember, is in a much, much better state than the US is right now. So hopefully they're a lot more in control. They've done a lot more pre-work, scripts and everything they're just doing remotely. Hopefully now that the Rangers in there, they can just, you know, get boots on the ground, literally and figuratively, and get our season filmed so we can have our new season on February. I gotta mention Beast Morphers, but it's still chugging along. A Golden Opportunity was our latest one. We got to meet Nate's parents finally. So, woohoo! It's still going along, and it'll be ending very, very soon. But back to Chance. When they're talking about the possibility of writing music or singing, because remember he was literally in a boy band from the reality show Boy Band. He's saying, I've been talking to them, or sorry, I will say, quote, I've been talking to them about possibly helping compose the music by writing a little bit of it or offering some of my own songs that fit the storylines. So we'll see how that goes, but it is in the talks. So, yay! That would be really fun to have another musical ranger who's legit making the songs and singing. If he could get anything in, that would just be a really great thing for Rangers to have someone who is a ranger who can compose the music, maybe write a little bit of his own stuff. Here's one, though, that talked about a fighting style. So it started off with saying he's bringing his childhood boxing training to a whole new level. Quote, they're relentless in their training, they go above and beyond. There's a specific type of fighting style that the Black Ranger is learning right now to incorporate into these fight scenes, and I'm really excited for it. They're very inspiring. He was talking about the Japanese stunt actors when he was talking about they. Remember back, it ended up being stock footage, but they did show the Rangers in a boxing gym. They showed 3 silhouettes, 2 male, 1 female, in a boxing gym. And I mean, on one hand, yeah, it was stock footage. Why would they use a boxing gym, though, for stock footage if it didn't have anything to it? And now you got Chance Perez saying, you know, his childhood boxing talents, and now he's learning this new style, which, yeah, boxing would be new for the Black Ranger, because remember, they use swords, so they're all about being swordsmen. So sure, maybe he will be a boxer as well. I'm just so happy every week we're getting to learn a little bit more about Dino Fury. Let me know in the comments how hyped you are for Dino Fury. New season, under brand new management. Let's get going. And now we are going to get going to comic news. This week, I have not gotten to pick up my issues yet, but Mighty Morphin #1, the start of the brand new line. It's got a bajillion variant covers. I'm so glad I don't care about them because there's a lot, but Mighty Morphin #1 is at your comic book stores as of this week, and also if you Ultraman fans, Rise of Ultraman #3 also came out this week. Beyond the Grid hardcover, if you're interested in picking up that is at comic book stores now. It does include a bonus story. I know at least Ari and Remy are in it. No spoilers, but I did post about it on my Twitter page. But that is also coming out. And then Sins of the Future, the Time Force graphic novel, is out on retail level this week as well. So if you can just pick it up at like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Target, or Walmart online, or any place like that, you can go ahead and pick them up. Next week in the world of comics, we have Power Rangers #1. Yay! The first issue of the other ongoing series for Power Rangers, Power Rangers #1. Remember, one's going to be following pretty much the Omega team, and one's going to be following the regular Mighty Morphin team. Also, next week in hardcover, it is a special edition black and white Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle MMPR team-up hardcover for it. This thing has really slipped under the cracks. I've kind of just, like, I saw an image, I saw a date, and that's all we really have to run for, but pick up that if you want. And then next week, Beyond the Grid is going to be hitting retail for anybody who wants to pick it up a different way. Woo, that was comics in a quickie, because I haven't really read any of them. So let's go ahead and move on to some gaming news. 2 fun things in the world of gaming news this week. 1, Attack on Cyclopsis. It is the newest month scenario for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Watch the quick 45-second thing talking about it. It said this thing is absolutely brutal. If you want to get into a situation where you're like, Rangers, we're probably going to lose, go against it. So maybe not going to lose, but it's like Cyclopsis is slowly gaining power. You got to fight foot soldiers. You got to fight people on the ground, as well as this behemoth of a Zord Cyclopsis. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, go ahead. You can check them out, RenegadeGamestudios.com, and they'll take you there, or I have a direct link. And teased just tonight, thank you so much, writer Konchu is going to be a new tabletop RPG coming to you from the folks that did Henshin, a Sentai-inspired RPG. We knew about this before. They had a Kickstarter and everything, but this is going to be available for the public. It's going to be public on November 9th. So if you want more information or to sign up for more, and the email, the newsletter, that's the word I couldn't think of, I'll have a link to it below, and I'm sure I'll be mentioning it next week as well. Available to the public now, not just Kickstarters. Go ahead and check that out if you would like to play some Rider-inspired tabletop RPGs. And now we gotta move on to some merch news, but I'm gonna try to keep this as quick as possible because this is really just Fan First Friday and everything we learned. If you want to get in on the 2-packs, all of those, and the villain figures, pre-orders for those are available. The 2-packs are going to be $39.99, while the villains are going to be $29.99 each. Again, pre-orders are up. I'll have a link to them on Amazon if you want to help support the channel, but they are also up on Hasbro Pulse and Walmart and quite a few other places. So you can go check those out for all of those 4 Lightning Collection figures. But one of the big things we saw was the new Dino Fury toys. Again, not going to beat a dead horse. Definitely talked about this a lot on my second video on Friday, but we found out a lot more about the Morpher right here. It looks to be about the exact same size. Keys are going to be a little bit different. They're going to be calling them power keys. It's looking like they are not going to be flipping like the Sentai equivalent of it, and they kind of have a holographic stuff on them. So take a look for that. It still has the rotation on the Morpher for the playability, but watch the full video, or just go ahead and watch the Fan First Friday to see it in action even more. We did get some stuff with the actual 6-inch figures. Yay, 6-inch basic figures. Boom Tower is going to be that villain right there. And then for the other ones, you can see with the Rangers, they had some dinosaur-inspired weapons that they're giving them because they all just use the same sword through everything, so this is a way of them at least having a little own personalized weapons. No idea if those are actually going to show up in the show or not, but at least they are going to be in the toys, and with them you are going to be getting one of those power keys, so you can use it to unlock in the Morpher, which is also going to be the head of the Zord. So yeah, we did get a look at the Zord as well. It looks beautiful. I do like that these power keys are going to have more than one thing. You know, they're going to go in the Morpher, but you can also use them in the Zord. Really hope Zords are better done this round than what they did for Beast Morphers, because I don't think I have ever seen in the wild all 5 different ones at any point. So Amazon is like the only place you can get all 5 of them at one time. So, but they're expensive, right? They're expensive. It's like $160 to get all 5 of them. So I understand why a lot of people did not get Zords this time around for Beast Morphers. And one of the last things after the Zord, it's these really cute Battle 2-packs. They're going to be the vinyl figures, kind of like Sophibi and things like that. Really adorable looking. We've got Doomsnake with the Blue Ranger, or Doomsnake is with red, sorry, and the Blue Ranger comes with Shockhorn. So it's going to be some of the villains that we are getting for the show, and these battle things look really cute. I hope they're not more... I really hope they're like $15 maybe. That would open it up to me at least getting one like for my daughter to play with. But it does have a lot of movability. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A way for kids to have a little bit more battle action instead of just these 6-inch figures. And that is about it for merch. Told you we're going to try to be quick. Again, check out the video for Fan First Friday and you'll get even more of all of that wonderful stuff. And yeah, now it's time for a quick time out, drink break. It's time to talk Toku. The main stuff all with Rider this week is simply Saber, and it is a lot of really great stuff. So we got official images and prices for some items. Let's just get going on the checklist. Alright, DX Brennan, no Rock Band Wonder Ride book, November 7th, 1100 yen. Sayu Journey Wonder Ride book, 1100 yen, November 7th. However, Cerberus Wonder Ride book, 1100 yen, November 14th. So, those are going to be all the new DX ones that are coming out in November. There's also going to be another one called Hoshin Kamen NG Wonder Ride book. That one's going to be a premium Bandai and Kamen Rider store exclusive starting on November 20th. No word on price yet for that one. And then we're going to also start getting these Wonder World story Wonder Ride books. They're going to have, like, Kinkan Reka, Suisuke Nagare, and Ikazujishi, who I can't say the first name for that for the life of me. But there's no price or anything on these yet, or release date. We did have some images, so I'm sure we'll be getting more info very, very soon if we already have images this much for them. We also got images for this month's releases for the Legend Ride, Wonder Ride books. Gaim, Drive, Ghost, Forze, and Wizard are going to be the ones releasing this month. I thought Gaim was supposed to release this month. Apparently, sorry, last month. Apparently it's in November. Again, I'm still waiting. I need my books. I have to clean out my private warehouse. Because I'm like, I should have a lot more books by now. But they're just waiting for me. And I'm going to have them very, very soon. How about one for Caliber? This one right here. Zhao Dragon Wonder Ride book. This one's going to be a large one, as you can tell. 2,700 yen. November 21st release. And then another one, this is going to be for the Transformation Holy Sword DX Anjuken Suzune. This is going to be 4,600 yen, set for a November 7th release. So we should definitely be getting that very, very soon. Haven't seen him henshin yet, but we definitely have seen the Wonder Ride book in his hand for Kamen Rider Slash. If you didn't miss anything, there was no new Rider or Sentai last week due to it's like national relay races. I think it was that one. It's usually like relay races or golf. They're only preempted like 3 times a year. So pretty sure it was the relay races. If you want, I got a huge list of links down below and I'll get you taken care of for, again, all of the prices, release dates, and more images of all of these things below. Then, of course, we've got to move on to some other Rider news with Kamen Rider Bravo King Durian Arms. I can't wait to watch all of these. The Gaim, it's great. So we had new one last week of new Gaim stuff. We got a new Gaiden coming up and everything. And now we've got Bravo King Durian Arms. It's going to be 6,300 yen. Not seeing it, and I'm double checking. Oh, it is a premium Bandai. I don't see anything about like web exclusive, but it is going to be a premium Bandai. Our military grade pastry chef. I love them. I love them. I'm in the middle of a Gaim rewatch, by the way, with my husband. We watched it together up to like episode 20 something. He fell off, and then I started watching other Riders because I had already watched it. It was my rewatch. Well, now we're fully back into it, and we are just in the beat of it. Like the beat writers just had the Christmas and they're trying to fight back, and Coda just find out what's going, like he actually found out what's going on with Helheim. So yeah, things are really crazy right now, and I'm loving my rewatch so much. Either way, just watch Gaim. Oh, and the CSM belts and stuff. Get your pre-orders in if you are going to get them, because they need to know final numbers. So available ones are, at this point, just the number's going to go down every single day. If you want to watch more Kamen Rider, how about Kamen Rider Agito is going to be coming to the United States. It's going to be on Toku HD. I don't know a lot about Toku HD. Honestly, it's another subscription service, though. This is really thrown off with, I mean, Team Rider was doing that big push, and then you understand, like, okay, I understand COVID and everything happened, but now all of a sudden they're putting Agito out on something else, so I'm not sure. Let me know. I've never watched it, so I hope you enjoy it, either rewatch or watching it for the first time completely legally. So that's always good, right? It's always good. You can watch it for free. You can watch it legally. That is always great. Let's see, in Sentai news, nothing for Cure Major. Again, it was off last week. I think I'm only like one or so episodes behind. At this point, I am really digging it. I'm happy to see that people are really happy with Sentai this year. I think it's a good show. It hasn't like super hooked me in, but like I'm enjoying every week of it, so I'm definitely not saying it's bad, but I'm really enjoying like Sentai kind of getting some love from the Twitter. It seems like they get sad. Sometimes they get sad. Zenkaiger, however, is going to be our next Sentai show, so let's go ahead and mention that one, because these could be, yeah, I know, right? They're just circles. They don't really show you anything. Could be their first Robo. Each of these are probably the Gashpons, like the candy toys, $3.60 or 360 yen each. So, like $3.50. So, little mini plots are kind of going up. So, things are starting, but don't really look for anything until, I would say, at least around Thanksgiving, our time. Around then, we might start getting some leaks, and then usually around Christmas is whenever we get our cast. So, if you see anything way too early, please take it with a grain of salt. It very well could be super duper wrong. Oh, before I get to the other Sentai stuff, all of these, I keep wanting to call them team-ups, but they're not. They're like little reunions, right? People got together and chatted. Let's talk about this. Go Ranger, the classic manga collection, is going to be released. This is crazy. It's going to be $24.99. This was originally written and drawn by Shotaro Ishinomori. This was back in 1975. So the fact that we're getting this is really fun. $24.99. I haven't found it available for pre-order anywhere yet, but it is going to be thanks to Seven Seas Entertainment. They've acquired the license for it. So hopefully we'll be getting more information about where you can get that pre-order in, but tentatively scheduled for April release of next year, and again, $24.99. It's time to smile and look at some of these past Sentais having a few reunions. How about Go Busters, Magi Ranger, and Go-Go V versus Gingaman cast? That was really fun. So why are they doing all of this? It's all part of the Tokyo International Film Festival, and they are celebrating Super Sentai's 45th anniversary, so they're having some special screening of these Sentai films. These reunions are so fun. I just get to skip through them because they're not translated, but it's just easy to see the looks in their eyes, the laughs. They're about, some of them, I think one of them was almost an hour and a half, one of them was like 15 minutes long. But if you want to go ahead and watch, at least get to see the smiles on their faces, it's so much fun. Again, Go Busters, Magi Ranger, and Go-Go 5 versus Gingaman. And that brings us to Ultraman news. Yeah, Rise of Ultraman number 3. If you weren't here for the comic news on the Rangers side, Rise of Ultraman number 3 is out this week. Please go check your local comic book store to pick it up. And then in other Ultraman news, nothing for Zet this week. Tamashii Studios Premium Ultraman Zero has had, this thing is, oh my goodness. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's 132,000 yen. Okay. That's like $13,000 or something. It's literally ridiculous. Maybe this is a typo and I'm reading this wrong because I'm kind of freaking out here. It looks really cool now, and it's made with like the light sculpting technology, and there's lights and stuff, but Jesus Christ, it's a July of 2021. I'm gonna check. No, I gotta check this. Okay. So I did a little research. I'm thinking there was a zero. I'm thinking it's only supposed to say 13,200 yen. So it's actually going to be closer to like $1,300 for the statue, which is still a lot. But there's no way in God's green earth someone's going to pay $13,000 for that statue. I mean, maybe, but certainly not me. So, okay, back to the other one. So we're going to be talking about Ultraman and his brother's, not the brother's mantle, the Ultra Zero mantle, if you want to get it, because it fits on the SH Figuarts Ultra Zero. This is just the mantle. Mind you, it's going to be 2,700 yen, so when you see it on something, it's just the cloak, the cape, the mantle. It's not a figure. You got to buy the figure on your own, obviously. So yeah, it's also being teased because the Tamashii Nations event, which is actually happening right now. So next week, be sure, you know, hit the subscribe button. Next week, be sure to come back because we're going to be talking about all the new figures and stuff that came out from Tamashii Nations, which is happening today and tomorrow. Yeah, this mantle, however, is going to be a Tamashii web exclusive, and again, 2,700 yen if you'd like to get it. Oh, quick bit of Ultraman news. This is really cute. Shin Ultraman's got a statue. Now, it's the birthplace of Eiji Sugiura, the creator of Ultraman, so they put it in his birth city, and yeah. Shin Ultraman is coming out on early summer of 2021, by the way, so if you want to know why, but do you really need a reason to have an Ultraman statue? No. No, I don't think you do. Here's another thing you don't need a reason for. How about this? Gridman the Hyper Agent is streaming officially in the US with subtitles. He looks familiar, doesn't he? Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. I lost. I don't actually know where my servo is, but here you go. If you want to watch it, this is so neat. Every episode is going to be posted on Friday, maybe region lock, so give it a chance for yourself. If you click on the link to go to Yukiya Seed, it's embedded, so you can very quickly be able to check, see if it's available in your country or not. Each episode is only going to be available for 2 weeks, just like Ultraman Z, which is why I'm behind. And yeah, now you can see where a lot of that came from. It's commemorating SSSS Gridman's 2nd anniversary. And with that, we did okay on time this week. Thank you to my Patreons for helping make this and all videos possible. You can go ahead and check out my Patreon for more information and get your name at the end of every Ranger Weekend review. Thank you so much for that. Had a really great birthday. Thank you so much for everybody for the wishes, the gifts, the pictures, and not like gifts like sending me a gift, the gift like GIF. Although, thank you Moira for the gift also. Thank you all so much. I had an amazing week. I love you all. I know the situation right now is very nerve-wracking everywhere, depending on, no matter where you sit on it. The situation right now is a little nerve-wracking, so be safe. If no one's told you today, I love you. You're awesome. I'll see you at the next video. Toodles! Mwah!